thank you for watching this video. This video is brought to you by newqviewer.com. That's our QViewer blog. We have great articles and free video tutorials to help you. So I'm going to check it out. So in this video, I'm going to talk about QuickBooks Online projects for used car auto dealership, and I'm going to show you how to use QViewer project. So this video has to do with dealing with the used car inventory. Okay, so I'm going to go to QuickBooks Online right here. So I'm going to show you end of this video what you learn watching this video. Okay, so so you will see in this overview how much money you are making on each vehicle you sold. So at the end of this video, you'll learn how to come up with the detailed income and vehicle purchase cost and preparation cost and carrying cost and sales commissions, and it will show you how much profit you made on each vehicle you sold. So that's the focus of this video. Okay, as you can see here, you have in this example the car is 2016 Toyota Prius 2, and you bought it for $15,000, and then you have all kinds of preparation and carrying costs, also sales commission to go along with this, and you sold this vehicle for $20,000, and the profit margin on this video on this car is $2,900. So if you run this report, you will see how much money you made on each on this vehicle. And if you want to see the details, you just click you know, the total cost of sales in here. You will see all the cost involved details in here. Okay, so that's the focus of the video. I'm going to go through each item and I will show you how to set up all these. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is show you the chart of accounts, how this one is set up. I'm going to go to chart of accounts. Okay. Okay, so I have these are the you know, detailed cost of sales items involved in carrying your car inventory. You know, I have like advertising, promotional, auto detailing, car wash, DMV license and registration fee. You know, if you are doing flooring inventory, you have interest on that, and some fuel and referral fees, vehicle parts and accessories, vehicle purchases and registration services. If someone is handling doing registration for you, you know, and you have to pay that person, and vehicle repair and maintenance, and transportation costs and warranty costs and all those things. So if you have more, you can just add it in here. The reason I'm doing this is if you have a salesperson and you have to pay commission on some profit, this way it will be a lot easier to pay commission. For example, in here, okay, your total cost is $16,105, and let's say you want to pay 25% commission on to your salesperson. So it's easy to calculate $973.75 on this gross profit. So you have to establish what cost elements are involved to pay to come up with the gross profit, and if you say 25% on what, so you know all the cost elements in here. So you pay 25% on all these after deducting all these costs. So it's easy to calculate sales commission on this, and you can print it, you know, and on overview you can see it. If you just click this, you can see it. all the details, and on this one you can print it or export to Excel. Okay, so now the first thing I want to show you is the as I said, the chart of accounts. It's already in here, cost of sales, and in QuickBooks Online I'm using this plus plan. And if you go to want to set up new accounts, you just click it here, and then the cost of goods sold is right here. So you can't change this to cost of sales, anything like that. It's account type, details type, so you just have to use whatever they have. And it's basically instead of using the cost of goods sold, I come up with the cost of sales as parent account. So in here, so cost of goods sold, and then I just use the other cost of services. So this is this total cost of sales will have all the cost, everything except sales commission. Sales commission after comes after gross profit line. Okay, so and the first thing I want to show you is the vehicle purchase cost. This is the one you are buying when you buy a vehicle. You use this account. This is the inventory account. So cost of goods sold, and for inventory you have to use the supplies and material detail type. Supplies and material, and vehicle purchase cost you paid to buy this car, and your sub account of cost of sales. So this is your parent account. You don't use this account. This is just a row. All these costs will roll up to cost of sales. So you don't use this account. This is just a parent account. Okay, so let's look at the other ones. Vehicle parts and accessories. Alright, so cost of goods sold and other cost of services and vehicle parts. And so parts and accessories, you bought this car and you need to add some tires and batteries, that kind of stuff. So then it's still cost of sales in here. Okay, so you'll see all the cost items in here. So you may have more or less, so you have to add the same way. And the key here is for the inventory, use inventory item, which is the purchase one. This detail type has to be the supplies and materials. For the rest you can pick anything, but I just pick the other service, cost of services. Okay, so that's the first thing. And the second thing I did here is to since I'm using this chart, this QBO Plus, they have a certain limit on how many classes you can set up now. So if you go in here, underneath you will see they have a limit of 40 classes and locations combined, and I used 38 already, and I'm going to show you. So it's basically I have a list of all the make of cars, Acura, Alfa Romeo, Audi, and goes on all the way. So this should cover all the car makers, I think. And some of these you'll never sell it. You don't want to sell it, like Alfa Romeo. Who buys Alfa Romeo these days? Okay, and so if you don't need to add it. So basically I just want to list all this to see it will cover everything, and it does. And at the bottom I also have overhead pool. This is where you use if you pay rent, or if you have payroll cost, or buy supplies for office, and this is where it goes. Okay, so this one has all the on car mix now. Okay, so now the next thing I want to show you is I want to use the projects, and you need to turn on the projects here. So in order to do that, go slow here. Here's the gear icon. This is the first thing you need to do if you want to use projects. Gear icon, and then the account and settings, and then go to advanced, and the projects is right here. This needs to be on, so it's on now. And since you want to use inventory, then you need to go to expenses, also still in the accountant settings. You need to turn on some of these, like so items table, track expenses, items by customer. This is important one. And so you're not going to bill anything, or it's not, you can turn this off if you're not making billable items. Okay, so let's see here, and that's about it on the settings, I think. We'll come back on this one. Alright, so then the other thing is you can turn off the automation one if you don't need it. This is kind of annoying thing, so I just turn off everything. You don't want to pre-fill the form with the same amount all the time, so I turn this off. Okay, so now the other one now you have to be careful is the how to set up the product and services. So you can go to product and services, the items, so go to product and services. In here you can go from sales, product and services, or from the gear icon, product and services under the list. It'll go to the same place. Okay, so in this case I have the main one is Chevrolet, the car maker, and underneath you have the products you carrying inventory and selling. In this case, Chevrolet is automaker, and underneath they have a models 2015 Chevrolet Volt, and number is a VIN number. Last 6 digits is a VIN number. You can save it any way you want it. And the second one I have is a Chevrolet Equinox, and they have a Honda, same way, Hyundai and Toyota. So the list goes on. And once you sold the vehicle, you may want to turn this off, because this is each item is unique. You're not going to sell the same item again, so you need to turn this off. So this in here underneath the drop icon, and they make this inactive. You won't delete it, it will just be inactive, and then you won't see it on this list. Otherwise, the list is going to be really long. So basically, this is the item that you're carrying inventory on your in your dealership. Okay, so let me show you how this one is set up for the first time here. Okay, so this one is like a parent type, just like the other account, the parent one. You don't enter anything here. You sell these used inventory items. Okay, so let's refresh this. Okay, make this a little smaller. Okay, now I can see it. So let's see in here. Okay, so name is Chevrolet, of course, and SKU I use the same, and this is like a parent type, and you're not going to use anything, just for the heading in here. Just think of this as a heading, and when you set up, you have to use quantity on hand. So make sure this quantity is always 0. You don't need to add like 1 or anything like that. Make sure this is 0. This is not where you add inventory. You add inventory when you buy it, when you enter purchase, when you pay it to the vendor. Okay, and inventory asset account, this is automatic. This is the one. This is the only account you need to select, and then you select vehicle income. So this one, as I said, you don't use it, and this needs to set up. And then you have a logo if you want to. If you want to make this a little bit nicer on the list, Okay, so now the other setup is the so each vehicle you buy, you need to set up this, setting up your inventory. Okay, in this case I have a 2015 Chevrolet Volt, number 912682. This is the VIN number, and SKU I'm using same the VIN number. And then you need to select is this one as a sub product. So it's basically just select this checkbox and then you select all the Chevrolet in here, you know, like this. Okay, and then quantity on hand, just select that one. Always zero, as I said. Inventory asset, and then income account. I have a vehicle income, account, and then the expense account, the cost of purchase, the vehicle, you know, cost of goods sold on this one, cost of sales, part of cost of sales. Okay, so this is how it's set up. And preferred vendor is basically, if you have one, that's fine. If you don't have, just leave that blank, you know. Normally when you have all this information, you also know who your vendor on this one. Okay, so on this one, the sales price is it doesn't have to be exact. It's a target one, you know. The sales price is put in there. Estimated is fine. Same thing with the cost, or you can just leave it blank. That works fine too. The cost, actual cost, comes from when you enter payment, you know. So that's so this one you can leave it blank or just estimate it. Okay, I'm gonna show you if you want to create a new one in here. Let's see here. Alright, so first one is inventory. Alright, let's see which one I have in here. Okay, let's say Audi. Okay, so Audi, you want to add Audi, and SKU, this is the parent account. Okay, and Audi in here, and you can add logo in here. I don't have a logo for Audi, so just click it and it will take it to your computer. Okay, and you have to enter this initial quantity, although this is a parent account and you're not carrying inventory on this one. Just put 0 in there, and as of date, you have to put in some date in here, you know, when you started this. Let's say March 1st, and then, you know, just you don't need to do anything in here. So just put the I'm just going to select vehicle income in here and leave that one blank. You're not going to use this. Okay, so save and close. So now you have Audi. Okay, let's say you bought some Audi car. Let's click new again, new inventory. Okay, let's say 2016 Audi. I don't know what type of model they make. Let's dot and your VIN number like this, and VIN number in here 745896, and this is a sub product of Audi. Now see Audi, and assigned class is also Audi, and let's say quantity 0 in here. As of date, you got to select one. Okay, inventory asset, this is always a default account, so you don't need to select different account, always this account. In QuickBooks Online, if you want to use your inventory, you have to use the account, and just one account. So if you want to carry a couple of different inventory type, you know, then it won't work. This is just for it's just one type. Let's say you want one for purchase inventory, the one is for say flooring inventory, bank loan inventory. You can't separate those. It's just one type. Okay, so now I'm just going to copy this. Alright, let's say this one is 25,000. I'm just guessing. I don't know how much this sells for these days. Okay. Alright, so purchasing information, same thing. So this is information, sales information. It goes to a sales receipt and invoice, you know. So okay, the cost, let's say I got a good deal on this one. It's $18,000 in auction price. Okay, and preferred vendor, if you know, then select one. So this is how you create a new item in here. As you can see here, the quantity on hand is 0 at this point. Okay. So now the next step is you need to create a project for this one. So add in here. Okay, just go to projects in here. Okay, let's say in here. Okay, so add this. So now you need to create a new project. Just click it here, and so this one is the project. Name of the project is your VIN number, last 6 VIN number. This is how created. At this point, you have a car to sell, and you don't know the customer. So just use the same one at this point. Just add this in here. Okay, so it's unknown customer, but you have car to sell, and this one is 2016 Audi something here. Okay, and so it's basically make and model. Okay, so save this. Now you have a car to sell in here. Okay, so now it's time to buy some cars. Go to auction and buy some car, or some private party. Okay, so I'm gonna go to dashboard in here. Okay, so I'm gonna open this, go to product and services again. Okay, so let's just say you bought a whole bunch of cars, this time. Let's say you bought this Volt and Equinox and Honda Civics and CRV all in one lot. Okay, you can do it one at a time, or I'm going to do everything in one time. Okay, so I'm going to go to the plus sign in here. Okay, and use expense in here. You have to enter this. So this is adding used car inventory on your books. So the expense one, the pay one, the vendor one is name of the vendor. In this case, I'm using some auto auction house. Okay, and the payment date and the payment method. Let's say this is you paying for this. Okay, this is ACS. And later I'm gonna show you how to handle floating inventory as well. It's pretty similar, but just a little bit different. Okay, so adding inventory, you never use the category details. It goes to chart of accounts. This is not how you add inventory. So don't ever use category details to add inventory. It never work. So you have to use item details. It's in here. Item details, that's the one it goes to map to your product and services list. Okay, item details in here. Okay, so I'm going to select, let's see in here. The first one is 912682. 912682. There we go. Right here, you're buying one, and you pay $10,000, right? And on this one, you don't have the customer project set up. You can just do it from here. So it basically 912682. 912682. Let's see in here. I think you need to set up the from the project site to add the project in here. It will add only customer. Let's see in here. Yeah, I'll go to open the other one. Okay, so projects. So you need to go to projects. Okay, add new one in here. So the one I want to select is 912682. 912682, and same customer at this time. We're just setting up the customer number in here, customer account number. You don't have the customer name in here. Alright, so this one is 2016 Chevrolet Volt, 2015 Volt. Okay, Volt, not Volt. Okay, so you have set up this one, and let's set up another one in here. Okay, I'll go in here, new project. So now probably you can select in here. It's not set up in here, you have to refresh it, so you have to set up projects first. If you refresh it, let's see, you'll get it or not. Oh, once you refresh it, it's all gone. Okay, so I'll set up a few more in here. Okay, I'll set up this one now. So this one is 509462. And okay, so this one is 2018 Equinox. Okay, and save it. So we have a couple of new ones in here. Okay, so I added all three in here. Okay, so now I'm just going to buy these cars. So you bought a car and you paid money, your sales financing. Okay, select this one now, and let's say this is a bank transfer type or whatever, or use a debit card or something. ACH, and you want to use the Chevrolet one here, this one, and the Chevrolet one, other one right here. Okay, and let's see here if you can select the project in here, right here now. So this is the 50912-682. So make sure you select the project, not the customer. Alright, it's not this one in here. You have to select a project. Same thing in here, 509462, 509. This one is not showing up yet. You have to wait a little bit. It takes a while to create this. So, and the class is automatically pops in. Okay, so I will come back and add this later on. And then if you have a reference number or something, you can just put it there, you know. Okay, so now if you go back to projects, you will see on this one you have $10,000 cost of sales in here. So vehicle purchase cost $10,000, and the other one, because you didn't add the I didn't add the project, so you won't see it in here. The other one is in this one here. This is the Audi one. This one in here. Yeah, so okay, maybe it's added now. Let's go back to the expense one in here and refresh this. So you need to add this project before you enter cost. And so this is the, you go to the upper left corner, it will say recent transaction. So it's right here. Okay, maybe I add it now. 9150946. This is the one. So it takes a while. Okay, so basically paid $27,000 to this vendor auction house, and here's the split here. Okay, I gotta refresh this. Now we have the cost in here too on both. Right here. Okay. So at this point you have cost, but there's no income yet. And now you have all the preparation and carrying cost to go. Goes to the same place, you know. Just go to let's go to this. I'm just gonna go to in here. Just gonna go plus in here, expense. All right, let's just see. Well, you needed replace tires on this thing. Say I went to Costco tires and bought something. Okay, so only for inventory it goes to item details, and the other expenses, other cost of sales, you just use the category from your chart of account. Okay, so I want to use bought some tires. Okay, I have the vehicle purchase parts and accessories, vehicle parts and accessories. We're going to use that one, and let's say the amount is $500, and so this is for the this guy in here, and class is the Chevrolet. Okay, same thing. We bought another one, so the cost of sales, just type it there and then select vehicle parts. Okay, let's say another $500, and this time it's this one, project. You have to remember the project name in here. Okay, Chevrolet, and let's just type some reference number there. Okay, so I paid $1,000 and a split between these two cars. Save and close. Now if you go to this, you will see, just click it here, there's a cost of sales, the total cost of sales right now. So you have to see here, see vehicle purchase, vehicle parts, you know, like that. Okay, so I think you're getting some idea now. I'm gonna keep on adding cost in here. Alright, so let's say the transportation one here. Okay, you pay transportation one. Alright, so this gets you pay debit card, bank card. And same thing in here, transportation. Just type it there, vehicle transportation cost. And let's say you have to pay $400 each trip. So let's see the Chevrolet one. Oh, Chrysler, not Chrysler. Chevrolet here. There we go. And same thing with the transport, the other one. So when you enter, you may have a whole bunch. You know, you just click on adding in here, or just one. It doesn't matter. Let's say another one is also, I'll say $350. Oop. Okay, this one is this one, I think. Alright, also Chevrolet. Okay, and the reference number, if they have it, just if not, just blank's fine. Okay, $750. So you keep on adding this cost. As you can see, it's already built up, you know, right? And let's say you added another cost in here. Let's say go to Chevron and fill the tank. That's a fuel for this vehicle. Make sure you select the right account. That's very important. Otherwise, you'll say $35 a tank. Okay, this one, class is Chevrolet. There we go. And another one here, fuel. Oop. Okay, another one, $35. And in this case, it's this one. 912682 in the Chevrolet. Okay, so normally what you want to do is when you have a receipt in front of you, you want to write down the project number or your VIN number, the last 6 VIN number. That way it will be easy to enter it here. Save and close. See how easy it is? Okay, and so you keep adding all these costs in here. You know, let's say you have some battery, whatever, you have all kinds of costs involved from your list in here. All these costs in here from your chart of account, whatever cost you have, just keep on adding all these items in here. You know, you say you had to advertise some paper or Craigslist or something, auto detailing, car wash, and well, DMV license, it won't come until you sell your car. And then I'll come back to the floating inventory next. And if you have some referral fees, you know, some guy helping to sell this car, then it goes in here too. Okay, and if you need more, you can expand this. You got all warranty costs too. Okay, so you got an idea now, and so just keep on adding all the cost. And when you're ready to sell, now it's somebody wants to buy this car. Okay, let's just say you go in here. Okay, let's say you sold this car in here, Chevrolet Equinox. Okay, and let's say you sold it for $19,000. Okay, so just go to plus sign in here. So this is the one you want to create sales receipt. You can't create a sales receipt from here. There's nothing in here, so you have to go to plus sign here to manually enter sales in here. Alright, so select sales receipt. Okay, I want to find out the item number in here. 509462. Okay, 509462. Okay, so 509462. 509462. Okay, and the sale date is right here. And if they give you email, you can enter it there. And the payment method, let's say they give you a check, and product number, same thing, is the 509462. 509462 right here. 509462. Oh, it's not coming this way. Okay, hold on a second here. 509. Let's select from here. 509462 right here. Okay. As you can see here, you know, you can just do the description here. Next line VIN number. If they give you mileage, you know, you can say this one is pretty 26,000. Let's say VIN number. You can put the whole VIN number or just last 6. It's up to you. And this is taxable and everything. So the moment you enter, you will calculate the sales tax too, you know. And then the total one here amount is this, and it goes to your bank account. And if you're selling warranty, then you can add warranty in here too. Warranty one here. So for warranty, you have to create a separate item, warranty item, you know. Then you can use it. I don't have it right now. Let's say you want to create one warranty item in here. Okay, hold on a second here. I'll go in here. You go to problem services. Alright, I want to create warranty in here, and it's a service type. Okay, so warranty. I don't have the warranty in here, so you can add warranty or just leave it blank if you want, or just use just leave it blank for now. Or you can just say I have warranty if you want to track how much warranty money you're getting from each customer. You can add warranty in here. I have some room there. Okay, I have warranty now. Okay, so sales price you can leave it blank, and income type is services. So let's see here, I have warranty income in here. See, warranty income, I have warranty income in here, so let's select the warranty income. Okay, and so this one, if you are issuing purchase order to a vendor, in this case I don't think you will use it, and I don't know that warranty is taxable or not. Let's make this non-taxable for now. Save and close. Okay, so now I can use the warranty in here. Warranty. Okay, let's say you charge $800 in here, and non-taxable, and class is warranty. Okay, so we pay basically $24,782.50. Okay, and you will have DMV too, so just keep on adding things. You need to create another service item as a DMV registration thing. Alright, so save and close. So now you have costs, everything in here. Okay, so you have a bunch of costs missing in here, so you just keep on adding all the carrying costs, preparation costs, everything, and at one point you will know your gross profit. So this is the key line here, total cost of sales, and then a gross profit line. So the gross profit line, so here's a total sales amount, and you will have a warranty cost in here too, so you need to figure out how much money you paid for this warranty. You have to pay it, it's not free for you, so you need to add warranty in here too. Okay, and once you know the gross profit and you close this deal, sold it, and in a couple of weeks or in a few days, if you need to pay commission, you just need to figure out commission rate. So 58.65, let's say for 25%, you just figure out, and then you just write a check to your salesperson. If you want to write a check or whatever, just you can write a check or bank transfer or whatever arrangement you have. Let's just say in here. Alright, let's see, employee. So that one employee. Let's say the person selling your car is John Onwards, a salesperson. Alright, so you just select a sales commission expense account, and let's say you paid $1,200. I'm just estimating on this one, and this is the one. The car you're selling is 519. I think that's the one. So the class is Chevrolet. So this is how you enter the sales commission. Okay, so most likely this person sells more than one car in each month. Save and close. So now you have a sales commission in here too. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to projects again. Alright, so 509, it's in here. So right now the profit level of this, keep on adding all the cost, and then you need the real profit, how much money you're making on this vehicle. Okay, so now you want to add the customer name in here. So when you create a sales receipt, you just need to add, you go to the sales in here, the customers in here. That was the one you added. So when you're ready to sell, you just add customer name in here. The person name, let's say the person you're selling is James Smith, and you can add James Smith in here too, next to your 519-462 is like your customer account number now. So the customer is known, and you can fill out all the billing address and everything. I'm just going to save this. Okay, so now you know the customer name and everything in here, right here. Okay, and once it's done, this one you may still be getting cost. Let's say the other one in here, this one. This is the original one. This is the one. Once it's done, and you just need to make this close. Right now it's in progress, and change that to completed. Sales done, like this. And next time you want to see on this list in here, so these are the ones you're carrying inventories. The other one, it's closed. So if you want to see all the completed one, you can just click it there, like this, and then you can print it here. So you can still see the cost in here. See all the details in here, like this. And so this is on cash basis. If you want to see, when you buy vehicle, the 15,000 cost on this overview, you need to make this cash basis one in here. See, the county measure is, so if it is on accrual one, you may not see that purchase cost because it's still carrying on inventory. But this is the report setup. It's not going to change the real accounting or anything. So if you want to see the cost in there, just change that to cash basis. Then when you buy it, you will see the cost right away, like on this one here. Like on this one here. See, you just bought it, and you will see cost in here. So if you're running business, this overview is very important. You will see how much you have cost involved with this thing, right away. So far you have 19,135, and you paid $17,000 to purchase this car, and you have all kinds of other costs, preparation and carrying costs. Okay, and now let's deal with the flooring one. Okay. Let's say you bought some cars on flooring inventory type. Okay, let's go to product and services. Alright, so let's say these two, the Hyundai, you bought it on the flooring type. Okay, so you still do the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna go to plus thing and expense. So in this case, you're not paying to the bank, you're creating a liability type account, and so you don't want to use this real bank account. So you just want to create like this one is going to be zero clearing account type. So I'm just going to use I'm going to create so this will be like a zero. I'm going to enter it here first. Let's say you owe this money to let's see if I have okay. Oh, say here. Okay, so Mannheim. This is pretty big in California. All right, so this is, let's say, the flooring company, and you bought it, and always in here item, so let's say the Hyundai. We bought another one in here. Hyundai. All right. Okay. So you need to create the customer, the project before you do this, and we'll just do this one here. That way, I'll show you step by step in here. Okay, so Hyundai one. I'm just going to use this for now. So a new project. Okay. Okay, and I have to go back in here, add. Okay, new one. So the second one is this 2017 Sonata. Okay, so I have those two added now, so it needs to be in here. Let's see if it works now. You may have to refresh this now. It takes a while to create this project thing. Okay, so there's no payment method right now, just the flooring. It looks a loan type. You can add flooring in here, payment method, if you want. Okay, so this is the 098 yeah, right here, and the other one is 745-269. 745-269. Okay, so let's see if I have these projects set up now. This one is 098 right here. Make sure you select the project, okay? Right here, and the other one is 745 right here, and class is this. Okay, so now instead of choosing a payment account, I'm just going to select a different one in here. I'm just going to say zero clearing account. That way, in this account, this bank account, you will see all the zeros only, you know, no amount, anything. So if you just use real bank account, you'll see zeros, up into zeros everywhere. So it's not a real transaction for that bank. So this is like a non-bank dummy account, you know. So detail type doesn't matter. You're not transferring anything. Okay. So now it's basically you owe $20,000 to you know, this flooring company, Manheim. Okay, so in here, since you want to create a zero entry, so in here you want to select the liability account. Let's see if I have a liability account for this vendor. Looks like I don't have it here. Okay, so just create a new one in here. Okay, so it's 20,000. Okay, so for the customer project, you don't need to select anything, or you can just break down 10,000 for this car and that kind of stuff. Let's do it that way. $10,000 for the Elantra. It's a 098790. That way you have a good tracking of what's this $20,000 for. And this is the Hyundai one. Remember, this has to be a negative amount. So negative amount for the liability account is basically, it will show as you owe this money to this company. So 745269. Okay, glasses Hyundai. There we go, it's 0, Okay, I'm gonna save this. So it's basically what this saying is, you adding these two cars to your inventory, and it's also showing you owe this money to this vendor. I'm gonna save this. Okay, so if you click more at the bottom, you will see transaction journal. If you want to know debits and credits, right here, see, so debit is your inventory and credit is your liability in this one. So now if you go to the projects, you will see $10,000 added in here, 10,000, 10,000 right here, right? Okay, so this is how you do it in QuickBooks Online if you want to use projects to track all the costs involved in buying this car and selling it and that kind of stuff, Okay, so if you think this video is helpful to you, let's see in here. So let's start with the first one in here. So this is the completed one. So as I said, at the end of this video, you will see all the overview of your financial picture of selling this car. So it gives you everything in detail. All you have to do is track all the costs in right places, and then you will see your profit in here. Alright, hopefully this video is helpful to you. You want to subscribe to our YouTube channels. We have two channels, youtube.com/VPController, the channel you're watching right now, and the other one is youtube.com/QuickBooksQBO. And if you have any comments, just reply to this YouTube comment section, and I get all kinds of questions, so if I have time I will reply that really interesting question. Okay, so anyway, thank you again, have a great day.